be a 1. Like it's not pulling it in the WebEx. Right, so on the, I can see the graphic in the OBS side, but on the WebEx side, it's just showing the black box. Thank you so much. All right, bye-bye.
Well, I've seen that in photos. They, like, he's like always dressed up. To go working. At the default. Messier, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I Check 1 2.
Check 1 2.
Last night, I couldn't sleep.
The agenda meeting will begin in 5 minutes.
Hey Brian, it's
Commissioner Mitchell.
Commissioner Mitchell.
Hey, Commissioner, this is Nancy. We can hear you.
Thanks.
We've got Emily running our stuff for us today.
Commissioner joining.
Good morning, Commissioner Kolkmeyer. We can hear you. Commissioner Coleman, can you hear us?
I can. Good morning, Madam Chair.
Good morning. Commissioner Mitchell?
Yep, I can hear you just fine.
Oh, perfect. All right, great. It is 11 a.m. and all the commissioners are present, so we'll begin the agenda meeting for today, Wednesday, June 11th. I would ask those who are participating on a call to please mute your phone unless you need to speak. Before we get to business, we do have one new team member with us. So I'd like to have Mark Johnson come forward and introduce Ray.
Good morning, Chair, Commissioners. I have with me today the newest member of Staff Counsel's Office, Ray Cunnin.
Nice to meet you all.
He's a recent graduate of Mizzou Law School, and he's serving kind of as a sort of like an intern for us at the moment until he takes and passes the bar.
That's right.
And then he'll be joining us as a full-time attorney.
Wonderful.
Ray, I believe, Ray, you're from Columbia.
I am from Columbia, that's right.
And he spent a stint in the U.S. Army. But Ray's great from everything we've seen so far, and we're very excited to have him as part of the staff.
Great.
Excited to be here.
Welcome to the team, Ray.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service to our country as well.
Okay, now we have, today we have 3 new orders and 1 other discussion item. But first, we have to approve the minutes, both regular and closed, from the June 4th, 2025 agenda. Commissioners, are there any changes or modifications to those minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving those minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Hearing none, by a vote of 4-0, those minutes are approved. First tariff renew order this morning is in file number GR-2023-0392 in the matter of Union Electric DBA Ameren, Missouri's purchase gas adjustment tariff filing. This file was opened on May 17th of 2023 to receive the 2023 actual cost adjustment or ACA filing for Ameren. On December 13th of 2024, staff filed its recommendation, which Ameren responded to and stated that it disagreed with certain adjustments that staff recommended. On May 30th, staff and Ameren filed a settlement agreement. This agreement contains the parties' recommended ACA balances and also states that OPC does not object to the settlement agreement. After reviewing the agreement, the Commission has determined the ending ACA balances agreed upon are reasonable. Thus, the order before us approves the agreement and sets the ACA balances contained in the settlement agreement. With that, I recommend we approve the order, version number 1. Commissioner Coleman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
I support the order.
Commissioner Mitchell.
I'm in support of the order.
All those in favor of approving this order, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? By a vote of 4-0, that order is approved. Second tariff renew order today is in file number ET-2025-0286 in the matter of the tariff filings of Evergy Metro. On March 21st, Evergy Metro filed tariff sheets which would allow its residential net metering customers access to time-of-use rate options. On May 29th, Evergy Metro and Renew filed an agreement that allowed residential net metering customers access to TOU rate options, and the agreement stated that staff and OPC had indicated that they do not object to the agreement. No other responses were received. The agreement states that Evergy Metro shall implement a method to provide residential net metering customers access to TOU rate options, and that this method is consistent with the method Evergy West is currently allowing its residential net metering customers access to. After reviewing the agreement, I think this is a good resolution to the issue and allows net metering customers more options. Appreciate the work of Evergy Metro and Renew. Therefore, the order before us approves the agreement and the tariff sheets to implement it. With that, I recommend we approve the order, version number 1. Commissioner Coleman.
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
I'm in support of the order.
Commissioner Mitchell.
I'm in support of the order as well, and I agree that I think it's a step in the right direction for the residential customers who've made investment in solar generation. So I think it's a really good order.
Thank you, Commissioner Mitchell. I also feel like I have Commissioner Holzman beside me also saying he's in support. All those in favor of approving this order, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? By a vote of 4-0, that order is approved. Third tariff in order today is in file number GT-2025-0271 in the matter of the application of Summit Natural Gas in Missouri for approval of a tariff revision related to the equipment rebate program pilot. On April 3rd, Summit filed an application and tariff sheets to extend its equipment rebate program through December 31st of 2027, as this rebate program had expired on December 31st of 2024. On April 22nd, staff filed a recommendation that the Commission reject Summit's application, order Summit to cease issuing rebates as the program had expired, and order Summit to submit an application for a general rate case. On June 2nd, Summit and staff filed an agreement that resolved the issues in this case and stated that OPC did not object. The agreement allows Summit to provide rebates for 120 days, starting on June 14th and ending October 12th, which is far shorter than what Summit initially requested. The agreement also states that any funds used for rebates between January 1 and June 14th of this year will be addressed in Summit's next rate case. Summit also acknowledges that it will undertake a rate case in the future. Importantly, this rebate program is limited in nature. The annual budget for the rebate program is $150,000, and the maximum rebate is $500. This is important because, as stated in recent Commission decisions, the Commission does take a critical look at rebate programs, particularly when ratepayer dollars are being used to fund those programs. Because this agreement is much more limited than Summit's initial request, and the program in question has important parameters such as a budget cap and reasonable limits, I support their order before us that approves this agreement. With that, I recommend we approve the order version number 1. Commissioner Coleman.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So I have a couple questions that staff hopefully can provide answers. And the first one is, are there efficiency programs in the work that would be compromised if the Commission fails to accept the agreement?
Is anyone here from staff who can address Commissioner Coleman's questions? We have Scott Stacy from Staff Counsel's office coming forward.
Thank you, Chair. Commissioner Coleman, we don't know exactly how many programs are involved, but we presume there are some. And someone asked for a wind down period to allow that to happen, and instead of just cutting it off straight up.
Okay, and thank you for that, Scott. Stay there just in case you can answer something else. Madam Chair, one of the things that you mentioned was a future rate case, but I didn't hear whether or not there was an agreement for a future rate case.
In the stipulation and agreement, there is an agreement that Summit will come in a future rate proceeding, but the stipulation and agreement is absent as to when that is. I do also have Mr. Cooper here, I presume is representing Summit. So Mr. Cooper, would you also like to address Commissioner Coleman's questions?
I would. Thank you very much, Chair. Commissioner Coleman, circling back to your first question, part of the reason that 120 days made sense to the company anyway was that is consistent with the instructions on its program application that requires applications to be submitted within 120 days of equipment installation or when gas is turned on, whichever is later. And because most of the participants are residential customers, many times the company doesn't know about these matters until that application is filed. So just in terms of a timing standpoint and whether, there are projects that may be harmed, we really don't know. The company's plan is to provide, if the stipulation is approved, that the company would provide communication to customers and make sure it flushes all those out during this extended 120 days. And then as to your question about the rate case, indeed, there is no specific date agreed to. As you may know, Summit Utilities is not a huge parent company. It has essentially one regulatory team that works on rate cases. It has one accounting group that works on these rate cases. It has required filings in Oklahoma and Colorado upcoming. And so it's not, it has targeted filing within 3 years, but these other states and how those play out will certainly impact when that happens, as well as other factors that may happen in the meantime.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Cooper. I appreciate that. Either you or Scott can provide the answer for my last question, and that is, in case I miss hearing it, does this agreement commit the commission to allow the company to recover the rebates it paid out after the tariff expired on December 31st of last year?
Commissioner, this is Dean Cooper again. It does not. It merely states that will be a question for the rate case.
That we don't know when it's coming, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your responses. Thank you, Scott, also. Madam Chair, I think I've heard enough to support it. I would definitely be looking forward to getting some information on when this next rate case is. So thank you. I support the order.
Thank you, Commissioner Coleman. Appreciate those comments and certainly understand the sentiment of the company operating a program without a tariff in place.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Commissioner Kolkmeyer?
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I want to thank Commissioner Coleman for questions because that answered. I had those same questions as well. I'm grateful that there are limits on this rebate. Unlike some of the rebates we've seen in the past, as you said, Madam Chair, I think this is more what we're looking for is to limit it versus give thousands away. And this seems very reasonable on the rebate side of it. The rate case is concerning. I believe it was 19 that they came in for a rate case. That's 6 years now, and that's concerning because I'm not sure they've had their books audited, and or the rate shock could very well hit customers. So I'm concerned about the company moving forward and getting a rate case here and getting them up to date. So, but with all that said, I'm in support of this order.
Thank you, Commissioner Kolkmeyer. Appreciate your comments. Commissioner Mitchell?
Thank you. I appreciate the comments, and I'll be supporting the order with the hope that we see a rate case filed sooner rather than later.
Thank you, Commissioner Mitchell. All those in favor of approving the order version number 1, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? By a vote of 4-0, that order is approved. Next up, we do have a other discussion sunshine request. So with that, I will turn it over to Judge DePel.
Thank you, Chair Hahn. Commissioners, this is a records request from the attorney for a consumer who went through our informal complaint procedure and are now asking for the records involved with that. And so the commission has a couple of items that were provided by the utility, and since those were provided by an outside party, they are restricted from release by Section 386-480 without an order of the commission. So I am recommending that the commission vote to release those responsive records.
Thank you, Judge Japel. Are there any questions for the judge? Hearing none, I would move that we release the responsive documents. Do I have a second?
I second, Madam Chair.
Second. Further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 Those opposed? By a vote of 4-0, motion is carried. And the last item we have today is scheduling. So next Wednesday, June 18th, is that right? Or is it Thursday? Because of, no, you're right. I'm off 1 week for Mark. Wednesday, June 18th, we have agenda at 11 a.m. Thursday, June 26th through Friday, June 27th, we have an evidentiary hearing in case SM-2025-0067 in the matter of the joint application of Confluence and Missouri American to acquire certain sewer assets of Missouri American in Callaway and Morgan counties, here in room 310 at 9 a.m. with Judge Clark. Thursday, June 26th, there we are, agenda at 11 a.m. That agenda is on Thursday that week to accommodate the MARC conference. Tuesday, July 1st, we have an evidentiary hearing in case EO-2025-0146 in the matter of the application of Michael Davis for a change of electric supplier from Ozark Electric Cooperative to Liberty, here in room 310 at 9 a.m. with Judge Clark. And then Wednesday, July 2nd, we have agenda at 11 a.m. Commissioners, are there any changes or modifications to the schedule? Hearing none, I do also want to take a minute to thank our staff. We've had a robust set of local public hearings all over the state. I know our commissioners have traveled near and far, and we split them up. But for a lot of our staff, they attend every single one. And so I know people are getting back late, leaving early. So just want to take a minute to say thank you. Appreciate your efforts in trying to hear all the comments from the public. Any other business before the commission before we adjourn today? Hearing none, we're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Madam
Madam Chair.
Thank you.